You're watching Fiesta Friday right here on KUAM TV or on YouTube, and we thank you whichever medium you're consuming us in. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Jason Salas. We start the show with news about a Halloween event coming up from our friends in the military, and who better to break down the mechanics of this event than our good friend Major Josephine Blas. Major, soon to be Colonel, I would hope.
Hopefully sometime soon.
And we'll do a big story on you when you make Colonel, because we'll be so proud of you.
That will be a big story.
Well, to show how committed you are and, like how much you work and everything like that, you do a variety of stories talking about how the Guard, our commitment to our nation and our island, but also for goodwill events like this one.
Absolutely. This weekend, Saturday, in fact, tomorrow, we're having our annual Halloween event. It's called our Trunk or Treat. And this year is actually the first year we're going to open it up to all ID card holders on Guam. And here on Guam, almost everybody knows somebody that has an ID card. So if you can get with somebody that has an ID card, we welcome you to come to our Trunk or Treat event tomorrow.
They're like, dude, give me on base.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I heard the rice is cheap.
Right.
Yeah. But now you can actually do something to help the community.
Absolutely. So, everything is going to be right there within our Readiness Center in Barrigada. So it's going to be safe. Because they're not going to have to be crossing streets, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun because it's all put together by our family readiness groups.
And so what can people expect to see?
Well, first of all, if they want to compete in a Halloween costume, the Halloween costume contest for the kids is open to all children, ages infant to 18 years old.
Nice.
So there's 6 age categories, and they can come and compete for scariest, cutest, or most original. So there'll be a lot of prizes available. Other than that, all the units are putting together their trunks. They're decorating their trunks, and we're competing. It's almost like, we do our annual General's Cup sports event. So this year it's not, this time it's not sports, but it's trunks and costumes for the service members. So it's going to be a fun competition.
Now, when we say trunks, just so like us civilians and everything understand exactly what that term means, like how do you define
they're
that?
privately owned vehicles, because I think last year they were using all kinds of stuff, but this year they've said only privately owned vehicles, and you back it into a space and you open up the trunk and you decorate it, and then it'll be almost like going house to house, but you'll be going trunk to go trick-or-treating.
It's like an automotive diorama.
Something like that.
Yeah, you can make like a whole scene, or you can...
And you'd be surprised what these guys come up with. So it's going to be, all the units are going to be competing for points in our General's Cup event.
Now, I went to public school on Guam, and we've been decorating trunks back since way back when. That's an art form into itself.
We've actually been, doing it for 5 or 6 years, but this is the first time we're opening it up to other ID card holders.
Now, I must ask you, Major, is it going to be kind of interesting to see when you have, all these kids running around in costume and, showing off, their art and what they put together on a place where everybody's dressed up in uniform anyway?
Yes, it's going to be a whole lot of fun because we don't have to wear this tomorrow.
Oh, very nice. You can wear civvies.
We're going to wear civvies, and
very
hopefully
nice.
Everybody's going to come in some kind of costume. But besides that, we have a haunted house put together by one of our units, and then our CST did the haunted house last year, but this year they're doing what's called the zombie apocalypse.
Okay, and that's civil support team, right?
Civil support team.
And those guys are known to be able to build stuff.
Last year they did an incredible job for the haunted house, but this year they're doing the zombie apocalypse. And what it is the kids go in there and they get outfitted with a Nerf gun and a whole lot of Nerf bullets, and they're going to have war with our zombies.
They're going to attack the undead?
They're going to attack the zombies. So
that
it's going to
sounds
be
like
a lot of fun.
Okay.
And then in between that, we're going to have jumpers and rides for the kids, and game booths, and a lot of food booths. And everything is going to be nominal donations to each of our family readiness groups, so they can make money to do what they do best, is support our families when our service members are either deployed or in training.
Okay, so you said anybody with a card can apply to get in.
Anybody with a card can come in.
Okay, can card holders sponsor other
Absolutely,
people? Okay.
Absolutely. As long as they're sponsored and they take care of those that they bring in, they're welcome to come in.
Oh, I've been to a couple of those when I was a kid, and it's a fantastic
It's going to be a great event, and because it's all within the Readiness Center, it's safe and fun environment.
Okay, so we've talked about it's going to be by donation only. If you have you're sponsored by someone, you can get in. Can you bring food and drink from the outside?
Well, we don't encourage it because our family readiness groups are having food booths, and that's how they make their money to support our families throughout the year, all the different events that they do.
Okay, and do we have to register ahead of time if we'd like to do that, or just...
No, just the costume contest, they'd like you to come between 4:30 and 4:45 to register, because right at 5 o'clock when the event begins, they're going to start having a costume parade, so the judges can start doing what's going to be the hardest job of all, is to judge the best costumes.
Now, may I ask, you are a leader of troops, given by your rank, and you're pretty high up there. Like I said, when you make colonel, we'll do a big story on that. We can't wait. What are you going to dress up as?
A cameraman. I'm actually the public affairs officer, so I'm going to be going out and taking photos.
Oh, okay. Well, our cameramen dress crazy
Well, I'll
every
think
single
about
day
it.
anyway.
I'll think about what I'm going to dress up as.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. You want to take some fashion tips from our cameraman? Shorts and Zoris is the best way to go.
okay.
Yeah.
I totally agree with
Yeah,
that.
DJ Joser, he's got like his cargo pants and everything like that, 90 pockets on those.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, one of the best. Okay, anything else?
But well, we're inviting the public. It starts at 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. But if you want to register to compete in the Halloween contest, the costume contest, you have to come between 4:30 and 4:45. And if they have any questions, they can contact our family programs office at 735-0434 or my office at 735-0409.
Okay, very good. And if there are anybody watching right now that maybe they're connected to the military somehow, or they're related to somebody, and they'd like to be perhaps like a vendor, is it too late to do that?
Well, actually, only our family readiness groups are going to be the vendors.
Okay, and
This
they've
is
been well informed already.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And if someone would like to link up with one of the family readiness groups, they've heard about how fun it is, and you put on events like this, or maybe
They can definitely give us a call and we'll link them up.
Okay. All right, Major,
right.
thanks. It's
All
always
right,
a
you're
pleasure.
very welcome.
And
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, and thank you for watching. And don't go anywhere because we got a lot more show coming up after this.